All right, what is up, tycoons? What's up, traders? Super excited for today's video. We're going to take a look at three ISO 20022 tokens. Now, if you're not familiar, all right, these are some of the tokens that you really need to pay attention to, especially for the future, right? In the future development of blockchain and cryptocurrency, a lot of these tokens have a lot of potential in the future. So I'm going to break down the current price action, the key levels to pay attention to. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. We're going to take a look at XLM. We're going to take a look at XRP and also Quant. Okay, we're going to take a look at QNT as well. All right, so let's head on over to TradingView and get this party started. All right, so we're going to be taking a look at our daily chart time frame as always, and we have our major Fibonacci levels on here, some bullish price targets, as well as the RSI. We have a couple signals on the RSI as well. Now, if you're not familiar with how to use the fibs, okay, there's three specific levels you want to pay attention to: the 61.8, the 50%, and the 38.2% levels. Now, the reason why is because these are the three most common and well-respected retracement levels. Okay. And you use these because nothing moves in a straight line up or in a straight line down. Rather, you get a move up, retracement, continuation of the trend, or a move down, retracement, continuation of the trend, right? So obviously that would be how you spot trend continuation. You can also use these to spot reversals as well. So if you move up, retrace, consolidate a little, and then break through those retracement levels, that's going to be a downside reversal. And if you move down, retrace up, consolidate, and break through those retracement levels, that's going to be an upside reversal. So now that we understand what those are and how you use those, we can see, right? And we had this big push down and we've started a healthy retracement to the upside, okay? We've been rejecting right around our 50% retracement level of resistance, which on XLM, that's 0.0933. And the 61.8% level we came up nearby here recently, that's at 0.0988. So when you take into consideration the reversal factors, right? We moved down, we've retraced, but look at what we're doing. We're consolidating right now. Okay, so if we're able to break out past that 0.0988 resistance level and really flip that to an area of support rather than resistance, that's when we have the chance of hitting our first bullish price targets up here, which are going to be 0.106 as well as 0.1135. Okay. Now once we hit those, okay, we'll go ahead and adjust our charts, but for now, that's what we're looking at. All right. Now these are going to be the retracement levels of support. So if you take a look, it's no surprise that cryptocurrency, right, Bitcoin and the crypto market, especially altcoins, have been on a really good rally since the beginning of the year, and things are starting to cool off and consolidate a little bit. All right. But what we're doing is we've had the move up and we've retraced a little bit, right, and started to consolidate, but we're holding above our three major levels of support, right? So we can get a move up, retracement, and then continue that trend and possibly break through the larger downtrend that, you know, crypto's really been stuck in from 2022. We want to put that stuff behind us and, you know, see if we can continue this bullish 2023. All right, so the major support levels you need to pay attention to are 0.0863. We're above there now. We're doing a good job of consolidating above there. If we break below there, the next major support level that we found support around previously is going to be 0.0832. All right, and then we have 0.0801. All right, if we break below 0.0801, okay, and we flip that to resistance from support, all right, we're going to be bearish below there, and most likely we're going to retest some of our previous lows from the past. Okay, now I don't know exactly how far down it'll go, but we have this little bit of a range right here where most likely, you know, if we do break below these retracement levels, okay, as we've moved up or consolidating now, we could get the downside reversal. That's an area that we're most likely going to come and test. Now, one thing we need to be cautious of, okay, is on our relative strength index, we do have a bearish divergence. So take a look how we're making higher highs on the token, right? High, higher high, higher high. Clearly the token's been on an uptrend, right? It's going up in price. But meanwhile, we have a high, lower high, lower high on the relative strength index. This is a term known as bearish divergence, and it's an indicator we could see some type of bearish activity. Now, it's not guaranteed, okay? And we can definitely break through this bearish divergence trend line and flip that from resistance to support. That's what we're going to look for if we're bullish on this right now. But for now, it's been an area where each time we've approached, we've hit resistance and we've come back down. So we need to be a little cautious right now, because if we do get a rally and get another rejection there, most likely we'll end up heading back downwards. Okay, so definitely pay close attention to that. Another thing that you could say is we do have a double top. All right, like if you take a look right here, right, we have a top. All right, over here we have a top. This could end up turning into an M pattern if we break through our major support levels, right? So we have the move up, move down, move up again, double top. And if we break through those levels, it could take us down, remember, to that range in through here, and ultimately end up forming an M pattern. So, you know, while we do have some good signs of bullishness, right, we're trading above our major support retracement levels, we still haven't broken through our major resistance levels. We have a double top. All right, and we have some bearish divergence. So just be prepared. Okay, these are some of the signs that you want to look out for, so that way you're not caught by surprise by any rapid movements, either to the upside or to the downside, right? The next one we'll take a look at is XRP, which is probably one of the most famous tokens out of all of these. But if we look at XRP, all right, we have a very similar setup. So, you know, you'll see all three of these are displaying some similar signs, but we're rejecting our 61.8% retracement level as well on XRP. We haven't been able to break through that. That's going to be 0.043, or I'm sorry, 0.4315. Okay, see how we move down, and we're consolidating here as well. Okay, so, you know, we're doing the signs that we need to ultimately get a reversal to the upside and hit the bullish price targets, but there hasn't been a confirmation as of yet. All right, very similar to the last token, right? 2023 has been starting off very good. All right, we have retraced, but look at where we're holding. We're holding above our 50% retracement level of 0.3666. Okay, so, you know, above these levels, we do have the possibility to remain bullish and continue the short-term bullish trend. All right, but we really need to hold above there. Okay, below there, the 61.8% level is going to be 0.3509. All right, if we break below there, right, and we start to consolidate, break, flip that to resistance, most likely we're going to come and retest some of our previous lows as well on XRP. Very similar to XLM, XRP also has a bearish divergence, but take a look. We're retesting this trend line here again. And, you know, if we can break out above this trend line, that's going to be a good sign for the bulls, but you don't want to see a look above and fail, right? A look above and fail would be bad, because that means that bulls were presented the opportunity on the breakout, but rather than take control and, you know, get some follow through off of the breakout, rather sellers basically show that they're the ones who's ultimately in control and push price back in below the range. So, you know, definitely watch these bearish divergence trend lines. We're going to look for some breakouts, but we don't want to see a look above and fail. All right. The next one we're going to take a look at, well, let me give you guys the bullish price targets real quick for XRP. Okay, so if XRP can continue heading upwards, right, and take out the 0.4315 level, above there, we have 0.4656, 0.4940, and 0.5301 are going to be some of the bullish price targets that we're going to be looking at. Okay, and we'll go over to Quant next and take a look at Quant. Let's see what we got here on Quant. Now, one thing I do want to say about Quant is if we zoom out a little bit on the bigger picture, I went over this on my last update on Quant, but there's something that we really need to be cautious of. You know, if Quant ends up breaking this major trend line right here, this is our neckline for the head and shoulders pattern that we're actually forming right now, right? So we've got a left shoulder over here, we've got a head, and we're starting to form a right shoulder over here, which has me a little bit worried, but you know, we are above our major retracement levels of support. Okay, so if we take a look at our support retracement levels right here, we're doing a good job, and what we are looking for is very similar to all of the other ones, right? We're looking to hold above these three specific levels. Those are going to be 127.714, 121.478, and 115.242. Now, if we break below there, right, we're going to be bearish below there, because most likely we're going to get some type of reversal and test our previous lows. But we're doing a good job of staying above the 50% retracement level right now. And above there, we have some price targets to the upside of 145.70, 161.489, which that was a valid resistance already here in the past, and we're starting to pull back from there. And above there, we have 177.278. So, you know, these are the key levels that I'm looking at on Quant right now. Okay, we had some questions on the MACD. Okay, if you're not familiar with the MACD, it's also a pretty useful tool for helping to spot some possible entries and exits. And if we make that a little bit bigger real quick, and we'll zoom out a little bit on our RSI, what we can see is we see this red line right here crosses below the blue line. So that's typically known as an exit signal. And you can see that occurred right over here in that 150 to 155 region on Quant, on QNT. And look what we did. We pulled back about 25 bucks since that time, and we're down here right around 126 trading currently. Okay, we were looking to see, we had some questions right here as it was starting to curl up. Was this thing going to go bullish, and were we going to get an entry signal, right? So this is an entry signal when the red line crosses above the blue line, and you can see, you know, that really helped fuel and give a lot of momentum to the bullish rally that we had in the beginning of the year in Quant. So, you know, ultimately we came up and rejected that blue line and continued heading lower. If we're going to be bullish and try to be bullish on this, we need to see that red line get above the blue line and get above 0. Okay, that's what we're going to be looking for on the MACD. Very similar to the last two tokens that we looked at. Quant also has a bearish divergence. So we rejected here, 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 and here. 4 rejections. The more times you test the trend line, the weaker it gets. So if we come up, we really want to see a breakout, retest, and really reclaim this trend line from resistance to support. All right, and we have to be mindful of the look above and fail. That's going to be you know, a bearish signal to watch out for. Now, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. I do these viewer requests every single week, so if you want to see your tokens, your cryptos, or anything like that in the next video, all you got to do is comment down below and I'll get to it as soon as I can.